5 Things You Need to Know Wednesday. President Obama will take the stage at the Democratic National Convention for the 4th time Wednesday. Day 2 of the convention is a hard act to follow, between Hillary Clinton becoming the first woman to clinch a major party's nomination for U.S. President and her husband's emotional ode to the real her. Obama will make an argument only one president has made successfully in modern times, that his policies deserve the third term in the form of Democratic nominee Clinton. Although he hasn't been shy in rebutting several of Republican nominee Donald Trump's claims, White House Deputy Press Secretary Eric Schultz told USA Today that Wednesday's speech will much more focus on how Secretary Clinton has the judgment, the toughness and the intellect to succeed him in the Oval Office. The Internet's floor is open to questions Wednesday night as Republican nominee Donald Trump will participate in an Ask Me Anything forum on Reddit. Users will be allowed to submit any question that Trump can then answer himself, though participants of Reddit's AM Days get to select which questions they address. The presidential candidate plans to begin responding at 7 p.m. Yet, just as the Democratic convention in Philadelphia hits prime-time coverage as a part of the campaign's larger counter-programming to Democrats this week, President Obama similarly used Reddit's Q&A forum when campaigning in 2012. Federal policymakers conclude their two-day meeting Wednesday as officials consider increasing interest rates while stocks and the job market show encouraging signs. Tuesday's meeting, described as a classic game of poker by experts, didn't provide enough hints as to whether the Fed will raise interest rates in September. The Fed raised its key rate for the first time in 9 years last December but stood pat in June, highlighting a sharp slowdown in job gains in April and May. Policymakers likely want to see hard data before making the decision, though analysts expect the Fed to acknowledge substantial rebound in job growth. Fans assembled last weekend, two great creators and stars of their favorite shows at Comic-Con, and now it's the critics' turn. The Television Critics Association's press tour, the biannual event where TV networks and streaming services host panels on their new and returning shows to entice critics and journalists, kicks off on Wednesday with panels from Netflix where they'll talk upcoming shows like Baz Luhrmann's The Get Down and That Gilmore Girls revival. But expect to hear about shows you love and some you will love and some that will probably get cancelled. The tour runs through August 11th, so follow USA Today TV critic Robert Bianco at Biance Robert and TV reporter Bill Kevany at Billkoff, who will be on the scene for all things TV you need to know. Military bases along the East and Gulf Coast are at risk of losing large chunks of land as climate change causes sea levels to rise, according to a report released Wednesday by the Union of Concerned Scientists. Tidal floods and hurricane storm surge could cause a 6,000% increase in the number of annual floods on several U.S. bases in the coming decades, the report says. Sea levels are increasing around the world, already 8 inches globally since 1880, but the East and Gulf coasts in the U.S. are experiencing it at some of the fastest rates. And the essentials: weather, rain, heat and humidity will be common in the East and South Wednesday and dry, Hot weather continues in the West. Stocks. Asian stocks remain in flux ahead of Federal Reserve statement. TV Tonight. Wondering what to watch tonight? TV critic Robert Bianco looks at the Democratic National Convention, Planet of the Sharks and Wayward Pines. Be inspired. Paralyzed woman defies odds, hikes Appalachian Trail. If you missed Monday's news, we've got you covered. Need a break? Try playing some of our games. You can subscribe to get the day's top news each weekday in your inbox.